Well, Shabona had a type of venous anomaly that was growing in her face and had been since childbirth. And the veins were growing at such a rapid pace that they predicted that maybe in another 2 years, those veins would grow into her brain, create an aneurysm, and she wouldn't live. I met Shabona in 2020 during the pandemic when the regional orphanage in Jizzakh was opening up for their renovation, and they had a performance by all of the orphans. And during that performance, I saw this young lady that had a tumor growth on the left side of her face. And she was very happy, very poised, and I just wondered what was going on and what was being done for her. So we talked with the director, and that was kind of the initialization of the relationship that we created with Shabona. Because it was non-cancerous, we left St. Jude as an institution, and then we were focused on LeBonheur, but as I mentioned, with a lot of the same physicians. The neurosurgeons from Sims Murphy were the ones that were our main connection. Dr. Elahovich was the lead on this, and we worked together. And so they were very receptive and felt that they would be able to do something, a type of procedure that would be life-saving. And it has proved to be that thus far. Well, mentioning St. Jude and mentioning children that have cancer, there are, when you look at the cure rate with leukemia, lymphoma, St. Jude has achieved a 94% cure rate here in the United States. And for those children that are brought in internationally to be able to have that, well, in Uzbekistan, it's less than 10%. So children with the same affliction have a very small chance of living outside the United States. That's why St. Jude Global Initiative has been so instrumental in looking at how to take the protocols to the rest of the world. The country was very appreciative and very supportive. We received support from the Uzbek government at the federal level. We also received support with the Ambassador Javlon Vahabov, who is the Uzbek ambassador to the United States. And so they helped us coordinate, and I must also say that our embassy in Uzbekistan, Ambassador Rosenblum, and then the General Consul, they all were very helpful in expeditiously getting a visa approved for her to be able to come over here. My wife and my daughter, my wife Chris and my daughter Margaret, were very instrumental in taking Shabona around and showing her things in the very beginning. And my great friend Beck Niazov was almost like a father figure to her while she was here. He took her shopping, he took her different places, took her to eat, explained a lot of things because he speaks the language.
Surgeons here performed life-saving operations for a 13-year-old orphaned Uzbek girl who had a rare tumor on her face.
That's right. So we told the story about Shabona, and it was published on the internet, and there was a news story, and some local Uzbeks here in Memphis, in the greater Memphis area, reached out to us and wanted to be able to help. They were excited. Matter of fact, one of them works at St. Jude, and he was very instrumental with his family in helping us receive her. There have been other Uzbeks that have participated in helping fund her procedures at LeBonheur and with Sims Murphy. So it brought about the best in people, and for the right reasons, to be able to help a young girl who is orphaned because of her condition. And so we've seen an incredible change in her life. In Uzbekistan, a lot of children suffer from things that we here in the United States don't even think about anymore. It may have been where we were decades ago with survivability and the management of some of these medical conditions and issues. And I think it's what we can do as part of our society to give that gift to another society that's emerging. Shabona has gone back to Uzbekistan, And she initially went to the orphanage, but now she's been actually reunited with her mother. And it's a wonderful thing to be able to see child and mother back together, because the mother did not have the financial means nor the technical means to be able to help her daughter. And since we have all come together as a group and done this, that has reunited, given her the ability to be reunited with her mother. So she has moved from the orphanage and she has come back to live with her family, with her mother. And the government actually bought them a small apartment or condominium to be able to live in.
Bunima? Qayerda biz?
O'rmonda.
Nomi nima edi?
Nima?
Shelby Forest.